No secret that Broncos fans are waking up this morning in high spirits and high stress after last night's impressive win over the Washington Commanders.
And so tired for this, Mama. I had to go to bed finally at 9:25. I didn't even watch the last
15 minutes of the game. Should have just stayed up at that point.
I know. All right, what better way to celebrate the occasion with none other than our 9 cartoonist, Drew Litton. Thanks for coming in.
Oh, it's so great to be here, as always.
So what are you working on? You have so many masterpieces already today.
I have been just drawing away here. We've got another cliffhanger, which I think is the way all of us feel.
Like last night? Again.
Yeah.
This is me this morning.
I know. I think all of us feel that way, and we've just been put through the ringer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I feel there's a theme because...
There is a theme, yes. The Broncos watch party, which I think is extremely true. You
gotta watch through your fingers.
You do have to.
Yep.
And the fingernails are kind of your pre-game or a middle game or after game
little snack. Exactly.
And, that's what you're doing, right? Right? But overall, it's like, no matter what, it's 10 wins. And you better believe it,
So you drew one last night that was so perfect. It was Nick Bonito, of course, with that final 2-point conversion block. You really just get your inspiration in the moment. How does that happen for you?
In the moment, last night was panic mode, actually, because it's right down to the wire.
Right.
And you got to be timely. I want something that doesn't look like I drew it in the first quarter, right?
Right.
And so, I did that in 15 minutes. It's the fastest I've ever done a turnaround, and I did some pretty tight ones back at the Rocky Mountain News in the day, but that last night was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Went into overtime, and they can't torture us for just 4 quarters now.
Yeah.
With the last second.
Yeah.
They got to take it into overtime.
Right.
To make it that much more difficult.
Even more stressful.
Yeah.
I feel like you owe Will Lutz a whole calendar of just his own drawings.
I think at this point,
It's between Will Lutz and Nick Bonito.
Yeah, 100% for the offensive
Nick,
defense.
Yeah, Nick Bonito, and then how about that Bo Nix pass where he almost threw it, from the ground
From the
on
knee?
Up. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was his Patrick Mahomes moment,
Very
I
much
think, and
so.
it was just really amazing.
Yeah.
He's improving week after week.
He is. All right, so for any sports fan out there, to get your hands on the calendar, it's a big deal.
Yeah,
it is so cool. It kind of touches on everything Colorado sports related. Your calendar is on sale right now. Talk us through some of the inspiration in the calendar.
Absolutely. Well, the first inspiration were the Beatles on this one. We have all kinds of different cartoons in here. Here's a Nick Bonito that's very appropriate for December, which is him as Saint Nick.
Yeah.
And then you've got, we've got all kinds of good stuff. Like in here, Greatest Show on Earth.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because, it's
Boy,
not
is that
just all
true.
Broncos.
Yes.
And, and we don't want to leave out,
Do you have the Rockies in there?
we do have one Rockies piece.
Show us the Rockies piece.
Okay,
because you highlight real things in such a funny way.
You try to just, we take...
Oh, is this South Park?
Yes, it is.
I love it.
It's a South Park parody, and it's about the Rockies.
You censored yourself right there.
Yes, I did. I did. Yes, and then we of course don't want to leave out the abs, so we've got that in there.
Yeah.
And the other thing that we have this year that's kind of special and kind of cool, it's this poster. It's called the Broncos Country poster, and we have these available online as well. And that's drewshop.com.
I love this. I think this is a perfect Christmas gift for, the sports fan in your life.
Well, and this is like, the history of the Broncos through and through. I mean, we've got Floyd Little, we've got Rich Carlos in the uprights, we've got some of the super fans.
Yeah, Barrelman.
The Barrelman. We've got Elway.
Well, real fast, Drew, because we're almost out of time, but it's Cyber Monday. Do you have any deals on these?
Yes, we do. We have 15% off on the calendar.
Okay.
And then we have a signing this weekend.
Okay.
At 5280 Custom Framing.
All right.
Downtown. It's 1528 15th Street.
Amazing.
And so we're going to do that, and that'll be great. And then, Parade of Lights after that.
Yes, we'll see you there.
Yeah.
All right.
It'll be great.
Drew, you rock, my friend. You're awesome.
Thank you, sir.
You really are incredible.
We love you so much.
Guys.
Grab yourself a
Thanks.
calendar.